let's get right into the show and let's get into some Marvel news. So, we are a couple of weeks away, and I'm pretty excited for Daredevil Born Again. I'm hearing great things about it. I know they're about to start shooting season 2. We didn't even get season 1 yet. And another good thing that I like about Daredevil Born Again is that I've been looking at the run times, and when it comes to Disney, y'all be having me worried because the thing that pissed me off with y'all, I'm like, wait, why can't we get like the standard 1 hour show or 40 minutes if it was on regular TV and it had commercials? And I'm sure if you pay for the ad thing, y'all get commercials, because I remember a friend of mine actually has the ad, the ones with the ads, and they be putting commercials in there. I was like, oh, what is this? Me, I can't stand an ad when I'm watching stuff. The only one I have it for is Peacock, but theirs is like 60 seconds, so I can deal with that. Anything else, I'm like, I don't care. I'll just pay the whole thing minus the ads to not have that, because it's so annoying. Anyway, the thing that's always been worrying me about Disney Plus is the fact that when it comes to y'all length times about shows, especially with y'all your oh my God, what is it? Like the Lucasfilm stuff, like the Acolyte and all those other shows where they'd be like, the show is supposed to be 40 minutes, right? Y'all be having like 5 minute previously on. I'm like, we don't need all this. I just finished watching. I don't need a recap. And a lot of times we binge it anyway. And then when the show is over, it's like 10 minutes of credits. And because everybody that worked on the special effect, I'm like, okay. So that's where the 40 minutes is. Technically, the episode is 30 minutes, but y'all added all that extra stuff in there, so it feels like 40 to 45. And when y'all put all up in there, it feels like it cheats the people, and I get annoyed. So that's what my worry was when it came down to Daredevil Born Again. But come to find out, the episodes are pretty lengthy, so I'm excited about that. Because like, y'all not going to do us dirty, because they fed us good over there at Netflix when the actual just Daredevil show was on there. But now comes word that, I guess because they're feeling pretty good about what's going on with Daredevil Born Again, that word on the street, well, not even word on the street, this is actually coming from someone from Marvel that is basically saying that they're exploring the idea of bringing back Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and Iron Fist. And I have to say that I'm pretty excited about that, because I love me some Mike Colter, and I was like, we need to get him back on TV, because Justice for season 2, I hated season 2 of Luke Cage. I love season 1 because Mahershala Ali did his big one on that one. But I'm like, we need a season 2. I could never personally get that much into Jessica Jones, although I like the actress that played her. Don't even get me started on Iron Fist. I thought that show was a hot ass mess. I still am not liking it, although I did like Elektra, the girl that played her, and I think they changed her. I heard they changed the actress that plays Elektra, something or another. I don't know if she's going to be in the new Daredevil series, but I did hear rumors. But anyway, to get into the story. Now, speaking with Entertainment Weekly for an exclusive deep dive into Daredevil Born Again, Marvel's head of streaming television animation, Brad Winterbaum, confirms, quote, "We are very much exploring bringing back Kristen Ritter's Jessica Jones, Mike Colter's Luke Cage, and Finn Jones's Iron Fist Danny Rand to the Marvel Cinematic Universe." And I know like a lot of people didn't really like Finn Jones as Iron Fist, but look, if y'all can find a way to make that show likable and watchable, then I guess I'll come aboard. But if y'all do a recast, I wouldn't be that upset with y'all. He says, "I can't say much, but I'll tell you that it's so exciting to be able to play in that sandbox." This is what Winterbaum says. "Obviously, we don't have the unlimited storytelling resources like a comic book. If you can draw it, you can do it. It's dealing with actors and time and massive scale of production in order to build a cinematic universe, especially on television. But I can just say that all those variables taken into account, is certainly something that is creatively extremely exciting and that we are very much exploring." So I actually like this news. The Defenders, I was like, when they brought them all together for that show, but I was like, I was kind of disappointed. And behind me, don't get me wrong, I did love seeing Sigourney Weaver and all the other people that was up in that show, but I just felt like the Defenders kind of let me down. So they do decide to bring it back, and now that it's over at Disney, they can do a much better job at feeding us fans what we want in regards to this. But I'm definitely would like to see the fact that we can bring all these people back. Now, from us hearing about these cast of characters, one of the things I would also like to know, and they haven't really confirmed this or not, Are we getting a new season of The Punisher? Like, are y'all gonna revive that show? Like, I know, like John Bernthal. I love me some John Bernthal. I have been a huge fan, of course. Well, maybe I don't know. I can't say, of course, of John Bernthal since The Walking Dead, and I'm really looking forward to seeing him in The Accountant too, because I love The Accountant. I know a lot of people slept on that movie. And anything John Bernthal pops up in, he's excellent at. He's definitely like one of the greats out here right now. Him and I like Frank Grillo. So it's like these guys who are rough around the edges, but really, bring it in regards of like showing the versatility that they have as actors. So I want to know if they're actually going to bring back. Are we gonna? Is it confirmed? Because they haven't mentioned anything about the Punisher. Although I've heard rumors, but I don't know if it's really been confirmed by the major trades. If we're going to get a new revival of the Punisher, and I think the fans would. I mean, I don't want to speak for everybody, but I feel like I could speak for everybody when I say I think people would want a revival. I was gonna say a reboot. It's not a reboot. A revival of the Punisher over all these other shows, because I don't know many people that really was like hard up for Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, like they are, like we were Daredevil. Now, when it came down to Luke Cage, I was definitely loving that show because season one was so good, and then when we got season two, I was just kind of like let down. But I do feel like Luke Cage definitely deserves a revival because we got to have justice for Mike Coulter in that second season. So hopefully they work that into the situation. I liked Echo, but I thought that show could have been a whole lot better too. The fact of how they treated, like how they rushed everything to get to the finale, I just feel like that. I mean, if they're gonna bring that show back, I would love to see them try to work that out too. But I highly doubt that we'll get a Echo season two. I did not like She-Hulk. I thought that show was stupid. I mean, I like Tatiana Maslany, but the way they was going about I don't know, the tone was all over the place. They were doing like certain sequences just felt like, okay, this is out of pocket. This is about as weird and uncalled for as that dance sequence that they put in the marbles. I'm like, this movie does not need this part up in here. Just like we did not need She-Hulk and Megan Thee Stallion twerking in the damn office. Like that was done. So I say all this to say, what do you guys think of this story regarding the fact that that Marvel Studios is exploring bringing back other shows, like with us getting Daredevil, that they will be looking at, yeah, let's bring back Jessica Jones, let's bring back Luke Cage, let's bring back Iron Fist, and hopefully, fingers crossed, that they'll be even considering bringing back um the Punisher, because we definitely would love to see that show. And I haven't seen that. I don't think I've been disappointed with any of the seasons of The Punisher. So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.